is FNBS.
We be vibing and chiefin', vibing and chiefin'. We be vibing and chiefin', vibing and chiefin'. Pour up some drink.
FNBS podcast, Hateful J, Special K. After a longer way to wait, we're back and we got a
It's been a minute.
guest with us today. The man
Welcome,
on the
welcome.
screen with the round face. You know what I'm saying? That's Joe DiMeo
Round face,
from
square picture.
It's DiMeo, right?
DIMEO, yeah.
DiMeo, my bad. Forgot
DiMeo.
about it. I'm sorry, Joey. I'm sorry.
How fucking dare you? What are you doing over there?
What are you doing over there? But no,
I like that.
we back, guys. It's 420, man. Everybody's favorite stoner holiday.
It's arrived.
The number one adult holiday, the only holiday that matters, I think. You
The
know.
one that didn't exist 10 years or like 20 years ago, I feel like to myself.
Right. Just want to say, hey, what's up with everybody? Live, laugh, love. We got a good one for y'all. This is a 420 show. It's all 420 stuff. Before we get started, Joe, do you want to tell the folks a little bit about your podcast, what you do, brother?
Yeah. So I do a podcast. It's called BROAUM, so like bro and ohm. And the idea is that like every week we pick a topic that dudes, pretty much anyone, kind of struggle with, and then we give you practical advice on how you could be a better dude. You know, so it's like it's okay to be a guy. You know, I like steak and titties as much as the next dude, but
Steak
you
and
should always
titties?
try
Steak
and
and
get a little
titties.
bit better. You know, and I live in Portland where everyone's so minded that like sometimes it's kind of like frowned upon to be like a normal dude.
Yeah.
So I felt like people needed to hear kind of both sides of it. The joke is that we're seeking enlightenment through deadlifts.
Wow.
So that's kind of what BROAUM's about. And then I came to that because I actually used to work in the cannabis space. I used to own a couple dispensaries. I used to be a grower, and I was doing that for a long time. And now I sell mortgages. So I guess I just been full of shit my whole life. That's pretty good.
Well, you successful and sophisticated.
Right? That
ain't
is
you,
very
man? Look at
successful.
you.
I don't know that I'm ready to call myself sophisticated, man. I'm wearing a shirt with Mr. Rogers on it.
That's sophisticated.
I was
as fuck.
thinking about how like I liked the shirt and I would like say it in a
I
way.
didn't even see it. That is
thank
fire.
I appreciate it, man.
Hey, anyway, happy 420, everybody. That's Joe. Y'all should definitely
420.
check out. What did I say? Happy 420, everybody. I'm so fucking fried.
Right.
Happy 420. That's Joe. His podcast is dope. I've listened to maybe 2 episodes, Joe. I haven't listened to the whole catalog yet.
No stress, bro.
But it's pretty dope. Y'all got that kind of laid back thing. Do you guys
Cool.
script? Do y'all script y'all podcast?
We do outlines, so we have points that we want to talk about, and then me and Ben just kind of get together and bullshit. And most of what makes the show is kind of off the cuff stuff. You know, we have a few talking points, and like if it's
Right.
if it's a subject like style or like how to build wealth, as an example, those are a little bit more researched because we'll actually have to make sure that we hit the talking points we want to, so
Right.
that we can give people good information. But then if we're talking about like open relationships or like talking to Stella Harris about how to be like extra kinky in your love life or any of that stuff, then we just kind of show up and like, you know, hear what people have to
Extra
say. I mean,
kinky in the
you
love
talk to a
life.
licensed sex therapist about fucking, and some interesting shit's gonna come up.
Hell yeah. That's dope, bro. Yeah, I need to definitely listen
Yeah.
some more. But I think that's the essence of the podcast thing too, man.
That sounds pretty dope.
Before we get into it, like
I like that.
we kind of do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We kind of find what we want to talk about, brainstorm for a day, and let it rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it puts a little less pressure on you. You know what I mean? Like if you come in like, hey, I hope I'm funny right now.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
You kinda have an
you're dead in the
idea.
water like that. Like ain't nothing's good coming out of the pressure at all.
Yeah,
There was
exactly.
There was a guy on randomly a guy on Facebook the other day had a long rant about he was saying there should be rules to podcasting. He ran down like 10 rules, and everybody kind of chewed his ass out. I'm like, you're in the wrong business. But anyway,
Yeah, I don't think you can really
yeah.
roll
No,
how
I mean,
people do
there's
stuff.
no rules. The rule is
No.
if people like it, then listen. And beyond that, shut the fuck up.
yeah, it's supposed to kick back and chill.
It's like saying there's rules to the internet.
Exactly.
You can't really put
Yeah.
rules on the internet.
You know,
Yeah.
what I like about podcasting is you get a chance to find out if people are good people or not. You know, because like the format is so big and so broad, people are gonna find out if you're a real dude. And you can fake it on like a TV show or Snapchat or Instagram or those things, but you spend spend long amounts of time. I mean, there's 40 hours of me talking
Yeah.
on my podcast alone. So like people are gonna figure out if you're full of shit pretty quick.
Oh,
if
hell
they
yeah.
get spend that much time with you, which I think filters out the things that I love about podcasting.
Yeah, bro. It's definitely a dope market. We BS
Go ahead and
guys.
look at it.
We had a an educational moment just now. Just bear with us. While we BSing, I had to mention the obvious shit. We are nerds. We are stoners. The biggest thing going on right now for all my stoners and all my nerds is, of course, the Avengers Endgame. Okay.
Or Game of Thrones. Or Game of Thrones.
Oh shit! Wait. So you jumping ahead? What'd you say there, Joe, about that
I
Avengers?
said, oh shit, yes.
Are you ready? You ready? Are you all caught up? Like when I say caught up, have you watched every Marvel movie? Have you done that?
Oh, I'm all the way up, dude. I just went and saw Captain Marvel High's Giraffe Pussy. It was fucking awesome.
Hey, bro, Captain Marvel was dope, but we're gonna
I'm
sidestep.
not that caught up.
We're gonna go to a different universe, and I have to ask you. Yeah, you need to watch Captain Marvel Special K. Get your shit together, man.
Right?
Jesus.
Such a dude.
But I'm gonna sidestep universes and ask you: did you see Shazam?
I haven't yet. I'm super
Oh my
excited.
god, I'm obsessed.
Is it good?
So much about Shazam.
Woo! Hey, I've been talking about Shazam for fucking 2 weeks.
Right?
That's one of the dopest damn superhero movies ever made, bro.
Fuck yeah, I'm stoked. I can't wait.
It's like
I've been really
DC's
stoked on that
Deadpool.
one.
It's like DC's Deadpool. Of course, not as violent, but it's fucking dope.
It reminds me of Kazam with the Shaquille O'Neal, and I instantly just get thrown off a little bit.
God, you're
Dude,
right.
if Kazam doesn't show up in the sequel to Shazam, they are missing the fucking boat. Get this motherfucker a writer's credit right now. Hollywood has just come knocking. This motherfucker has genius ideas.
Do it.
Stop sleeping on Special K.
Do it, goddammit.
Honestly.
But back to Avengers, man. It's really hyped up. There's a lot of talk about it. 3-hour movie. I got my 2 tickets. I don't know who's going with me yet, but I got my tickets. I had to make sure I was in that bitch. 3 hours. I heard there was a place in like Houston. Y'all probably heard about this. Houston or somewhere down south. They're having a actual 3-day marathon of all the Marvel movies.
That's pretty awesome.
And there's only like an hour and a half in between like movies. So you get
You get a
3
break
movies,
time?
You get an hour and a half. You get 4 more movies, an hour and a half for 3 straight
Right?
days.
Eat a meal real quick and then get back to watching.
Would you guys do that shit under any circumstances?
No, man. No.
I'm just thinking.
I don't like anything that much, dude.
I'm just thinking about stanking. Like
Oh, yeah.
everybody,
Like
you
it's
know.
smelly every while.
Probably not the cleanest bunch to be.
Oh, that's disgusting. The smell of popcorn and BO. Oh hell no.
I think it'd be fun the first night.
That's terrible. But
Yeah.
Avengers though, what are you guys expecting? What are you guys looking forward to the most? What do you guys want from this movie?
I just want some resolution, dude. I want to figure out what fucks up with Spider-Man. I want to see how they unwound that crazy shit, that corner they painted themselves into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the snap, because like if they do it too cheesy, then it's like an 80s sitcom. They're like, it was all a dream.
Yeah,
like,
that's gonna be gay. That would be gay. as
So
fuck.
I'm excited to see how they paint their way with that. What about you guys?
Special K, I think I know your theory, but
What do you
hear
think? I think they're gonna. Well, no, I think.
you've said it a little bit of it before.
Have I? Well, I might have something new. I think Doctor Strange told his previous self
Oh wait,
what was going on, and so they're gonna go back in time and try and fix what happened.
I kind of like that.
And it just seems
Ooh.
really obvious after Dude, I've been watching
Nobody's
Mortal
thinking
Kombat
Doctor
stories.
Strange.
I've been literally Mortal Kombat 11 is coming out, and when you watch like these, I've been watching literally like they're recapping the storylines of Mortal Kombat, and I'm like, I know this fucking story. This story is in everything else. It's the same fucking story, but it's Mortal Kombat. And then I instantly look at it and I compare it to it's the same exact shit. Imagine like Raiden is Doctor Strange. And Raiden tells his previous self, he's like, hey, that someone's about to come do this to the world and they have to go back in time and change it.
Fix everything. Put the Band-Aid on.
Dude, that's genius, bro.
Right? I just found that out by comparing
look
it
at
to
DiMeo's
fucking Mortal
face
Kombat.
right now. Look what you did to DiMeo's face. He's
Dude,
fucked up.
yeah, for real, man.
Boggle.
It's fucking mind blowing, dude.
Special K does
I
that.
just watched all like the finishing moves from the new Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
those things are fucking sick.
That's all I've seen from that game too, man. That's enough though.
You want to think of
Dude,
it more?
That
What?
game is a fucking prick tease because you'll think you'll be good at it and you'll play like your friend, and then you play online for a minute and you can't even
Yeah,
like, punch
dude.
someone once.
Bro,
Those
Exactly the
fucking people
same.
are, like,
Online, I
stacking
played
them
one
together.
time.
Nobody's
Yeah.
going to be good at that. Nobody's going to be good online.
The
It's
kid I
hard.
played online did one move to me, and I couldn't get up after he did it once. He did the same thing over and over. I'm like,
It's
I'm
like
dead.
he's just dribbling a basketball.
Right. We lost your face for a second. There you
Oh, there
go.
we go.
Question about that. Me and Special K were talking about. Wait a minute. Backtrack. Are you an Xbox, PS4, or PC man if you're a gamer at all to that level?
I was Xbox One. I just switched to PS4.
I'm about to switch, bro.
I think everyone's switching.
I'm about to switch for Days Gone. Are you?
Oh yeah, dude, that looks funny. God of War got me to switch over, and then I just haven't really gone back.
Hold on, you said God of War? What happened with God of War?
Then the new God of War game for PS4
Yeah.
is one of the best games ever made. It's just great. You could literally just watch it as a movie, and you'd be totally entertained.
Oh,
And that got me
I
to
feel like
switch
I
over,
agree with
and then
that.
I just unplugged my Xbox, and like I just have not plugged it back in.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
Kay's
money.
getting the Switch. I guess I'll get the PS4, man. Hey, we just
Right.
keep popping. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like Nintendo Switch right now is like the idea if you have friends over, and then PS4 is the idea if you have a night alone, you want to play games yourself.
Like,
Those would be
like
my
the
two
serious gamer.
Yeah, like you like a God of War or something. I feel like I would like playing by myself and no one around.
Yeah.
And then you have like Mario Kart, obviously for Switch, or Smash Brothers, and you're like, that's awesome to play with other people.
Have you guys ever played Drunk Mario Kart?
Drunk Mario Kart.
I've done Drunk Mario Party.
That sounds like
Everyone-
real life physical.
Everyone starts with a beer. And you have to finish your beer before you finish the game. Like, so you can't finish the race with any beer left, and you can only drink when you're not driving. So like you can either like wait until you spin out and chug real quick, or you can chug the whole beer and then go. Like it turns into a fucking great time.
Oh,
Real
I
quick.
think I drunk it all
Mario
together.
Kart.
All that is dope.
Right?
Do you
It's
understand
super
that,
fun, dude.
bro? We're doing a beer pong tournament in June, and I was trying to think of extra games besides flip cup and the basic shit.
Oh,
Right?
dude, do it with like a watered down brass monkey because you end up pretty hammered. So don't do malt liquor, just do beer and orange juice, and like, dude, it's so fucking fun.
Hell yeah, that sounds amazing. You may forget my damn question. I want to do that right now.
Fuck yeah, let's do it, man.
Next show,
I'm
Joe.
Get it
Damn.
on.
I'm
Joe, you
drinking
just-
complimentary WeWork beer. Shout out to WeWork.
Damn,
This
shout out
porter's not
WeWork.
terrible.
Send
Right,
us
I like
some
the
of that
name.
shit, man. I'll take some of that. But we was talking about, and we gonna move on from the Mortal Kombat shit. But we were debating the whole situation of like the replay value of fucking hand-to-hand combat games.
Oh, like yeah, like the idea of like just combat games. I want to say in general, like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Like you play it a little bit now, and it's just like, all right, I'm done. I'm
Right.
gonna play something with an open world.
Yeah, like
Dude, I fully agree with the exception of the UFC game. The UFC game, I can play that shit. Fucking
see, I played the early ones. I ain't played that in a while, but I got a cousin that gets into all that shit, and I know they're
Oh
fucking
yeah,
dope.
dude. Yeah, but I'm with you, dude. Like, it's kind of hard to just punch a dude in the face a bunch of times when you can go like take over a city
Right.
and like leave a bastard child behind.
Exactly, bro. But
Yeah.
we gonna move on, man. We gonna get to some stoner shit, bro. We can babble and rabble all day. It's kind of what we do.
More rebel.
Yeah, it is a podcast.
Hey, bro, we can talk this fucking shit to death. But let's get into our first little topic for the 420 celebration, guys. And we gonna get into something basic. Something to the root
Basic.
to the root of our stonerness. I don't know, Joe. I don't know your stoner level, but I'm a 10 plus at stoner. This is what I do. You know what I mean? Before I work, I get high. Before I take a shower, I get high. After I shower, I get high. Before I eat, I get high. That's
Like
kinda my
that
thing,
song back
you
in the
know?
day.
Like,
Then I
but
got high.
it's more than just smoking it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my whole question is, what made for both of y'all? What made y'all get into weed? What was your first exposure to weed? What brought weed
Joe
into
can
your
go,
life?
you can go first, Joe. I'll go second.
What brought the incredible, beautiful trees into your life?
Honestly, dude, my little brother smoked weed before I did. I was like 16. He was like 12. And this kid, he made a bong out of a Gatorade jar, out of a Gatorade bottle,
Solid,
and
yeah.
a ratchet and a straw. And like Tony got me high for the first time. And then I'm kind of a workaholic / like if I like something, I really like it. So I smoked weed for the first time at 16, and then 2 years later, I had a full-blown grow-up in my garage because you could have a medical card.
That's
But,
quick. I like that.
I just dove headfirst into it. My tolerance is still crazy low. Like, honestly, I'll bug out more off of edible than I will off of mushrooms. Like, for real.
Oh,
like,
wow.
I have a
That's
really, really
crazy.
low tolerance. So, like, I smoke before I do yoga. I smoke before bed. I smoke before a movie. But, like, as far as just, like, functional stoner stuff, like, unless I'm actively, like, doing specific activities, like, I don't really just vibe out with weed that hard. But, yeah, I mean, ever since I grew it and then I got into the industry and stuff, I mean, like, I consider it like a friend at this point. Like, I don't, you don't have to see a friend every single day, but, like, they still matter a lot to you kind of a thing.
Yeah,
So
hell yeah.
I'll smoke, more than, the average, square in the middle of the country. Not you two, obviously, but
Right,
we're killing it. But, no, so that's just kind of how I do it. I do it to, like, make whatever activity a little bit better. And if I'm not 100% confident in a meal I cooked, I convince everyone else to smoke with me so they think the food tastes better.
Right.
I like
Yeah,
that.
so that's kind of my stance.
Yeah, that's fucking dope, man.
Yeah, I like the idea of it bringing a friend. Like, I want to
Thanks,
say
bro.
my high personality is one of my best friends.
Yeah, real
Like, when I
shit.
get
Yeah.
high and I'm, like, talking to yourself or whatever, you're talking to your conscious, and you're like, you're dope, bro.
What
Like, you
wanna
are
do?
so dope. Like, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
so awesome.
That's a fucking dope take on it. I mean, it's just. Okay,
I'll say-
what about you, man?
I did it because of a girl. 100%. I was a kid that did not smoke weed at all. I was like, I don't know. I don't do that because my parents were overprotective in a way. And then a girl was like, "Hey, we're gonna go smoke weed," and we had just dated for like 3 days maybe. And she's like, "Do you smoke?" And I'm like, "Every day of my life." Instantly, every day of my life. And so we go and get high, and like literally, that was like one of those relationships when you're like probably 16, 17, and you break up after a week. I didn't talk to her after that, and I smoked every day like after that. Like I thought it was like, thank you. Like you literally saved my life, even though like it was completely on accident.
This is why we met. Everything
yeah.
happens for a reason.
You're probably gonna have a
Dude,
terrible
that's-
afterlife.
Like honestly, if a girl's gonna give you something that sticks with you for life, weed habit's a lot better than her.
Yo, man.
Right? Yeah, like I'm sure she is
Yeah.
not having a great life. I'm just gonna assume that. I'm just gonna say based off just stereotyping
That's
everything, I'm winning in a scenario already.
That is a hell of a fact to drop right there. Jesus Christ. Moving on, Special K. That's brutal.
That's fucking great,
Facts are
dude.
facts.
That was fucking awesome, man.
Every day of my life.
That was fucking dope. Hey, I've never heard that story. That's dope. I'm man, pretty basic, man. It was just it was always around me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody smoked it. I didn't really know what it was when I first started smoking it, but I was hella curious. And one day, my mom accused me of stealing a joint from her like little drawer or something. So I stole a joint and smoked it, and I've been smoking it ever since. Pretty cutting.
Yeah, if
pretty,
you're gonna accuse me of the crime, I'm gonna commit it. Goddamn.
yeah, it's like what the fuck's wrong with you? Yes, I did it after the fact. I ended up telling her when I was an adult. It didn't matter at that point, but that's pretty much it. And now it's just it's a part of life, man. I feel like it's the healer, it's the evener, it's the calmer, it's everything. You know what I'm saying? But-
It helps eat.
But I don't
That reminds me.
I'm past the point to where like I need to smoke it. Like I'm not the guy that like I used to jump on those opportunities where people invite you to smoke. Like, hey, bro, want to smoke? I'll match you. Hey, want to roll up? I'll come match you. I got some weed. Want to smoke a quarter?
The match. I'll match you.
Now I'm like, nah, and I'll smoke by myself. You know what I mean? Smoke a little joint, a third
Yeah.
of it, and just kind of kick back and chill. I'm not really.
That's why I like all the land-based stuff, man. Like you get like lamb bread and like all the stuff that like came from like the true lineage stuff. You can have a way. It's not as intense. It's kind of like when you get older, you can have a couple glasses of wine. You don't have to do shots of Everclear.
Yeah, Everclear. Ew, bro. Disgusting.
Dude, I haven't had Everclear in so long. I'd be so probably thrown off with someone like, hey, we got a couple shots of Everclear. I think, what? Really? I mean, I'll do it, but I mean, really? Like,
mean-
like really?
It's here. But yeah. You said something about edibles too, man. I want to say that edibles is probably to me the best way to go. For not for everybody, because like you said, it gives you a trippy
They've
kind of
opened.
feel.
I feel like they help open the mind of people who don't want to smoke.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like some people who don't smoke, they'll eat an edible and they'll be like, this isn't that bad. Like, I like this.
Yeah. I like edibles for me. It helps you like embrace your mood.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I feel like if you want to clean some shit, eat a brownie. You about to clean everything. But if you eat a brownie and you sit on your ass, you about to sit on your ass.
Right? Like, you
That's all.
even eat on an edible.
You
You
know what I
eat
mean?
more than, like, you're like, I don't know what full means.
And bro, the munchies from an edible, first off, is the best damn thing on this planet. That's
It's the best and worst, dude. It's a curse, but it's a blessing.
if you care about getting fat, stay away from it. You know what I mean? But I don't give a damn, and I love to eat, so it's like it's burger time, baby. 3 hours after eating a brownie, I'm fucking everything up.
Yeah, like, it's time to go.
Yeah.
It's like grandma's. You ever see grandma's when they put everything in the oven, man?
Yeah.
That's just, it's classic. Because it's like, that's me. I'm the idea of like, I don't know what I want, but I want a selection. So I'm just going to cook a bunch of shit.
But see, the downside was him burning his fucking hand. So, you know, you
That's a
gotta-
great scene.
You gotta be careful as a stoner out there, guys. Caution, okay? Extreme high over here. A little fact, guys. I want to jump into. I was gonna put this like in a segment and categorize it, but I'm just gonna drop these facts throughout the whole podcast, okay?
Little fun facts.
So we were all taught growing up, and Joe, I feel like with what you do, you might know about this. You know what I mean? Special K knows about it, but I'm letting the people know. They always told us that us as in guys, the man, you know, they always said that weed made us impotent. It killed a sperm and blah 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 and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Mountain Dew.
Hey, I still believe Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is goddamn plutonium liquefied. I don't know what that shit is. It's so sweet, man. But anyway, apparently all that shit.
Fucking go over to Chernobyl and tell some guy, hey, if you guys tried this out, Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's a good accent too, motherfucker. But apparently that shit is not true, man. So weed does not. Okay, there are some technical details to this, and I'm gonna drop them now because I do sometimes like to favor the weed more than other things, and then
100%.
and then apologize for the shit later. I'm gonna be upfront. Now, for a motherfucker like me, I probably definitely fall into the research that said weed kills your sperm and all that shit. But I got 3 kids, and my sex drive is okay. I don't want to share that with y'all men. Stay on my business. But for the average smoker, maybe like how you said you smoke on that level, that it actually increases your sperm count, actually increases your sex drive, increases all those kind of desires, whatever part of the brain that is. I should know that, but I don't have words right now.
Yeah, so it's called the fuck frontal lobe.
The fuck frontal lobe. Heard. The FFL. Fucking frontal
FFL.
lobe.
It sounds like a new football league.
The word lobe. The word lobe in itself is very interesting to say. But anyway, so for your average, normal smokers, you actually got a better chance of getting your fuck on and having some kids after it. I don't know what you want to do with your life, but there you go.
As a smoker, I feel like that was the worst way to intimidate.
Yeah,
with every bit of me.
You got kids?
And dude, I'm a 5'8" Guido, bro. Dude, like a fucking bomb could go off in my bedroom, and my dick would still be hard. Like, I'm not the
like, whoa, what the fuck?
Dude, for real, man. Like, my friends would be like, dude, I got whiskey dick. And then I'll be like, dude, when I get drunk, I get a cast iron hard on I can't feel, and I'm too stubborn to give up on it. So I'm just trying
I just use the cheat code in life.
on myself or on someone else. So, I'm not the case study that you want to talk to about that one, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man, for all those, who might be worried. You know what I'm saying? Apparently.
Dude, there's plenty of kids out there. Adopt one.
Yeah.
Fuck it, dude.
Motherfucker. Do you got kids, bro? Or you just don't want them?
No, I don't want them. No, that'd be funny if I had kids and I was like, I don't want you. No, I don't have them, man. I don't want them.
I don't want you motherfucker. Get out of here. But you fucked up, Joe. You fucked up, man. I don't know about
this. Being successful probably with that coach, but no. That's not my style, man. I got a dog. I'm kind of selfish, and like if I decide that I want kids one day, I'll adopt one.
Hell yeah, bro. That's dope.
There you go.
Yeah, fucking dude, I already got a plan, man. Just like adopt a tall, like good-looking kid and be like, hey, man, I can get laid as a 5'8" Guido. If I can show you how to do this, being a tall, beautiful motherfucker, you're gonna take over the world.
That's motivation. Yeah. That's fucking motivation right there, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But hell yeah. But
plus, you always threaten to take them back, which is probably a pretty good parenting tool.
Damn. Joe, we gonna move on, man. You know what? I'm sick of this.
Second time I got you to do that.
You are terrible, Joe. That's dope, man. Keep it coming, motherfucker. Hey, if you want to put one of them Facebook filters on your face while we talking, feel free, man. Look like a unicorn with a swirl on your nose. For the ladies, I got a sex THC fact for the ladies. Special K told you about this stuff. Maybe, man. I'm high all the time.
I remember.
For you ladies, same thing. You smoke some weed and the sex get better. You know what I'm saying? Everything is more fantastical. You know what I mean? We're going to brush over
I can tell you prior.
God damn, that scared the shit out of me for 2 seconds. Jesus Christ. Joe the Dragon. This is Game of Thrones shit, man.
You can't tempt me with a good time, man.
Hey, that was dope, bro. Special K, you scared the pee out of Special K. He going to pee now, man. You scared the pee out of him. Like, I'm going to pee. Fuck. Now he had to pee for a minute.
Can't tempt me with a good time, man.
Hey, that was dope, bro. Special K, you scared the pee out of Special K. He going to pee now, man. All right, well, ladies, that's it for y'all. We're going to move on. Joe, I know you only got a little bit of time, so I want to get into the nitty-gritties for you go, man. All right? It is 420.
The nitty-gritties.
And I know everybody on some occasion has thought, like, where the fuck did 420 come from, how it started? There are a lot of myths.
Dude, where did the first time you remember seeing 420 as a kid? Or, like, anything? Like, I remember seeing it as a kid and not knowing what it meant. I saw it on wrestling.
Now
I
listen.
seen it on wrestling, not knowing what the fuck it meant.
On wrestling?
On like WWF back in the day as a little kid. I was watching like I don't know. It was like Road Dogg. Somebody back in the day, they had 420 on the back of their jackets.
Oh, say it again.
It sounds like something X-Pac would.
Yeah,
It was exactly Xbox for it. Like
Road Dogg kind of sound a little more close to it.
they were
for real,
the Generation X, and they were the 420. And my sister would always laugh.
That was definitely X-Pac and X-Pac and
Yeah, but my sister would.
What in the? Hey man, Facebook is fucked up, bro. That is not Momo, guys.
Right?
That is terrifying Joe DiMeo from hell.
That is so.
Goddamn, I'm glad you're in Portland, motherfucker. I'm nervous. Fuck, man.
You brought up wrestling. I wanted to get my Undertaker on.
You know what
Right?
I'm saying? You almost was like Sting.
I feel like Undertaker was there like
In
when I
hell.
started watching, and there when I left. And I feel like you still turn that shit on. He's still on there.
Yeah.
Like the Undertaker never leaves that show.
Undertaker's dope. That motherfucker's 75. He still be
Dude,
wrestling.
can you imagine being the poor old lady that has to like take care of him at a retirement home?
Oh, my
Just,
God.
Like, put him to bed. You give him a sleeping pill. He just sits upright in his fucking hospital bed.
That's fucking spooky. He's probably choke slamming him.
I was gonna say he's probably like just choking, like getting ready to do a choke slam on anybody.
tombstoning all the nurses in it. Bitch. That's terrible. Hey, listen, if Undertaker
the
come to your
Undertaker.
nursing home, just quit and go to a new nursing home. All right. But we're going to get into these 420 theories. What's the number one theory you've heard of, Special K? Let me hear it. Your
Yeah,
the main
obviously
theory.
the number one thing I heard was the whole like cop idea. The whole cops being a 420 would be like a thing, like
Yeah.
a 10-4, a 420. I don't know.
It was like a weed crime code or some shit. I got it
Yeah.
here somewhere, man, but I don't like flipping through pages. Joe, what was your first? What was the
I
first
heard that
explanation
one. It was like
of
the police code for someone smoking pot or something like that.
same
And
thing?
then like, yeah, it was always something like that. Always
Same
something
thing for
along those lines.
everybody. Okay, I
It
got
made
like
sense when you were high. You get high, told that you're like, okay.
I got like 4 or 5 here. They one that is one. That's the California's 420 penal code. Blah 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 blah. We know what that's about. Another one was the birth or death of Bob Marley, which is all bullshit.
Yeah.
He was born on February 6th, and he died on May 11th. So that has nothing to do with it. Another one was a Bob Dylan song. It's called Rainy Day Women, number 12.
Yeah.
From a 1966 album, Blonde on Blonde. I don't know shit about Bob Dylan, but I've never heard that as a theory or legend neither for 420. That's kind
I
of
like
stupid.
Bob Dylan as a concept, not really as an artist.
The idea of Bob Dylan is dope.
Yeah, I like that Bob Dylan exists, but like when I'm like stoned, I'm never like, you know what I need? I need a little Bob Dylan.
Is a little B Dylan up?
I should have
B.
been
Dylan.
Bob Dylan. Like, what the hell? Another one was, I haven't heard of this one either. 420 chemicals in marijuana. So supposedly, once upon a time, somebody thought 420 was for how many chemicals were in cannabis.
That sounds like someone high said to somebody else, and then you just believe it.
Like, bro, there's
Bro,
420 chemical compounds in it, bro.
And you're high, and
As
you're
a
just like,
former
yeah,
pot shop
really?
owner, there's 220 something active cannabinoids in cannabis.
Say that one more time.
As a former pot shop owner, it's in the range of 200 active cannabinoids and chemicals in cannabis, if you are wondering.
Hell yeah. All
Yeah.
right, so I got a question to that because I forgot you're the expert.
Crazy.
You said 225 active cannabinoids. What about
It's between 200 and 225 in that ballpark, yeah.
what about the other, like just other makeup of the plant itself? Is there any other?
So when you get like a test result, okay, and you see those percentages, that's the percentage of the chemical by weight as compared to the actual total weight of the plant. So like when someone says it's like 15% THC, the crystals, the beyond plant or the THC chemical, they contain some of the other stuff like the CBN, CBD, some of that other stuff is present in there. But like if you give someone a nug and it's got like a 15% water content, and then you let it dry out to like a 10% water content, that's going to rate as higher THC. So that's why when people read these
Sounds so
percentages, they
smart.
sometimes go, "Oh, this only rated at 15, but it got me way more fucked up." It's because it's a ratio. It's not actually like a test of how strong the plant is. So
Gotcha.
and then you have like non-psychoactive plant matter, which is a lot of it. So it's just like any other kind of grass, and then so water, just any other kind of plant material. And then you have your active cannabinoids, and then you have the stuff that makes up a plant, so like chlorophyll and stuff like that. The plants used to like take in sunlight, turn it into fuel. And then the other stuff you have are terpenes, and that's what gives stuff its flavor profile. So there's terpenes in everything. People, they hear weed saying, they say like, oh, the terpenes or whatever. But there's terpenes in beer, there's terpenes in fucking coffee, It's just a way to express a flavor profile as presented chemically in the plant. So that's kind of what's in all your weed. So you.
I'm about to put a goddamn applause sound after that. You got a fucking science code filter on that goddamn phone? But,
I don't, man. I just always wear this sweater.
That's a hairy motherfucker. The next one, man, and those dope facts. I'm kind of might want to touch on that. Probably if not now, I have some questions. I knew about 80% of that shit. Some of that stuff was hell yeah. Some of that was a little I didn't know, but a couple of
I feel
things
like I knew
did
like
know.
55.
55.
Like I'm
You got 55% knowledge and 80% knowledge. I'm winning. I won.
like I knew a lot of it sounded really good. I didn't know all of it completely.
Okay, guys, the last one I got, the last 420 legend theory I have is the legend of the Waldos and the Grateful Dead. Most well-known and most plausible 420 theory. The Waldo's legend is based on the fucking blah, blah, blah. This is the kids.
Waldo isn't like, where's Waldo?
It's the 5 college kids. That's the name of the thing.
Okay.
It's the 5 college kids. Everybody heard this story, that they met up on 420. I heard
At 420 or okay.
at 420 every day. They either smoke. And you had another one earlier that said they were like looking for a weed stash or something.
They had found a weed stash or something, and
Yeah,
that's
so
how like their
every day
code
at
was. They were
420.
like, yeah.
Yeah, so and they make Netflix movies and Cowboy Joe. Motherfuckers all kind of crazy. You get varieties with a Joe feature. I like this.
Right. I like it.
But out of all the theories, I'm gonna say fuck them all because I don't really care. I'm just gonna get hired for 420 because I need an excuse to party.
I'm the whole
look at
idea.
that. That's a Christmas card.
The whole idea of like when you're a kid and you think of
Dude,
holidays.
you gave me this idea, and I can't stop. I blame you.
Hey, keep going, bro. Fuck that shit. What'd you say, Special
Like-
K?
So is the Waldo kids thing true? I'm enthralled.
I don't know.
Is that really where it came from?
It seems like the most truest, truest. I don't think that's a word, but
Man, fuck that. It's FNBS, bro. We say whatever word. We make words here. Truest.
It seems more like idea.
Yeah.
The whole idea, because 420 does sound like I just assume people back in the day probably got off school 3:30 for some reason, and then I just assumed 420 would be the perfect time.
It just happened like that. It's like, oh shit, it's 420 again, guys. Oh
'Cause,
shit.
I mean, there's multiple jobs I've worked at, and once you find out who else smokes weed, you're like after work, and it's usually like an hour 20 minutes after. So it makes sense to me.
Man, you put an extra weave on
dude,
that there.
what if
That's
it's that stoners are lazy and they're like, you get off at 5, and you're like, fuck you, I get off at 4:20.
good. I'm leaving now, fuckhole.
Yeah, or whatever. That's what I'm smoking. If I gotta be here for another 40 minutes, I'm gonna be high.
I don't even care.
If people realize how many times I saw 420 like on like signs or something and thought funny shit in my head, I'd probably be like thought of as the biggest child alive. Like every time like I see the time, I'm like, oh, 420.
Bro, it's an adult thing.
It's like 20 after 4.
For us. It's for us, bro. And I feel like the older we get, the more we embrace it. Like, I don't like to be childish about my weed, but fuck that shit, man. There's a lot of reasons to be unhappy in life. I'm going to take this one day and be happy as fuck and smoke some weed.
3 numbers bring joy to my life. It's like fuck anybody that cares about that.
420, Joe.
Dude, 420 in Boulder used to be a thing, man. They would get like 20,000 people on the football field or just on the quad outside the football field.
Yeah.
They would all smoke pot. I was actually there the last year before they stopped letting everyone do it. And like, dude, there's something to be said about just fucking smoking a joint and saying fuck it for a day. It's good for your soul. It's good for your brain. I agree wholeheartedly, my friend. You're right.
Everybody high, happy, and hungry, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Let's grab a couple more things before we get up out of here. I got some questions for you guys.
Bum bum bum.
Just a few questions. This is the 420 show, ladies and gentlemen. Our guest Joe is
420
here.
show.
We've been just kicking the shit. Y'all know what we do. This is not a script. We are just here to have fun. So we hope you're having fun.
It's a good
Anywho,
time, man.
In the who's?
favorite strains. Either one of y'all can go.
Lamb's bread, Jack the Ripper,
Do you say lamb's breath?
Jimmy
Like
Bean.
purple's lamb's breath?
Lamb's bread, like the original landrace lamb's bread is one of my favorites. It's a really heavy sativa, so it can turn on you pretty easy. Jack the Ripper or Jack Herrera is a nice cross on that.
Yeah, I had
Jilly Bean is a West Coast version of a sativa hybrid that I really dig. And then my favorite, like Stony Baloney strain is Orange Crush.
Orange Crush.
Stony Baloney.
That's
Oh
like
yeah,
Sunkist.
that's some like I'm gonna get so stoned I want to re-listen to the Cottonmouth King shit. Like
Yeah,
it'll fuck you up.
Yeah, that's West Coast right there, buddy.
Yeah, for sure.
Special K,
What
what
about
you
you guys?
I was about to say there was one. There's a weed I remember that was called Purple's Lamb's Breath. That it sounded
yeah.
like I thought that was really good. But I'm like Blue Dream was one of the things in Florida that would come consistently, and I'd be happy. Like around here, like Northern Lights is common, like every once in a while. And Northern Lights, when you get them, you're like, this is classic to me. Like
Special
this is.
K, I have some Blue Dream right now. We'll talk about it after the show.
Blue Dream is dude. It's an oldie but a goodie, man, and so is Northern Lights, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like I like the ones that like brought me into it.
Hell yeah. I would say my favorite OG strain, is Kim Dog. My favorite, just get fucking blitzed out my mind, is either God Bud or hell Galaxy God Bud. Both like really blitz mindfuck weeds. Weeds. Marijuanas. Strains, motherfucker.
I love it.
I don't have a favorite sativa, but I really did like Cat Piss. Cat Piss was fucking fantastic. It was
The way
fucking.
you
Hey,
say
listen,
it.
that was creative. You hear me? That
Dude,
was.
I smoked the cat strain, dude. It's weirdly off-putting at first, but you keep going back. It's like
Yeah,
pass
bro.
a homeless person and smell them twice.
It smells like shit, and it does not taste that good.
Yeah.
But the high is something unique. But my favorite overall is another old school classic. Favorite overall, and I had it the first time in California. Was is White Widow.
Oh
You
yeah,
get
well,
real-
Oh shit, yeah.
Real good White Widow. It's really hard to find that legit shit. But give me that. I'll
Dude, you gotta
smoke
come
all
to Portland, man. That shit's everywhere here.
it. Don't you curse at me. Stop cursing
Gotta
at me,
come to
Joe.
Portland, man.
Damn. But
You
yeah,
got
I
it,
want to,
bro,
man.
dude.
We're
We
coming.
gotta get
I'm
you
pretty
set up,
sure.
man. Both of y'all get out here, man. We'll have
So,
some
like I
fun.
told you, my woman's brother lives there. I think still. They're all moving around, but I think he still lives there, man. And hell yeah,
Dude, good stuff.
I know your guys' internet's killing ours.
yeah.
Like
probably.
internet at West Coast is like so much faster than internet at East Coast.
Oh hell yeah.
Like it's
All those
crazy.
fucking nerds in San Francisco, man. Impressed.
Y'all got a big hipster community too. They ain't gonna let that shit go down.
Oh.
Everybody's an IT guy and super cool. We already went over what made us start smoking. Favorite strains. Can I ask you guys why you smoke? Did we cover that in this show? Yeah, I feel like we pretty much covered that, man. I'm not gonna get.
Well, I
into
want to say, being on like any like kind of like medicines, like depression medicine, and all that kind of stuff, weed kind of just outrolls it. Like I've been on both, the whole idea.
that.
And you smoke weed, and you're like, this is kind of all I need. Like this makes me literally just feel better.
Yeah.
Good, man.
See, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's just like I said, man. It's just part. It's just like a tool for me almost now. It's just like it's my in between. It's like my reset button. You know what I mean? It's like changing the game. It's like if I'm playing Xbox, I don't want to play this no more. Let's switch it. You know what I
I'll
mean?
definitely take a bullhead or smoke something before I switch games too.
If that makes sense. But we're gonna wrap it up a little bit here in a second because it's gonna be a short show. Joe has to get out of here. I do have one thing I want to mention because I'm a techno junkie in a sense, Joe.
Techno?
Technology junkie.
Aw.
Sorry.
I was like, I did not see you.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't like that stuff. I like a little dubstep if the bass is heavy. It's all right. But I love gadgets, man. I love all the new fucking gadgets. And especially the phones. And I told Special K about it, but have you seen the Galaxy Fold, the new folding cell phone?
Dude, that thing looks fucking dope.
It looks dope as fuck. I'm nervous about it. I don't know, but that's one of the dopest new devices that I've
That's
seen.
a car and a phone.
And I just had to mention, it's a
price.
$2,500 phone or some shit. Like that's ridiculous, bro.
That thing looks so badass. I can't wait to see dude, that thing looks so cool. I want to see it in person so bad.
I search for reviews every day, right? And
Well, I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. They're gonna complain that the screen breaks. That's definitely gonna happen.
that's what I was gonna say
Yeah.
too. That's the
But
number
beyond
one.
that, I mean, dude, it seems pretty badass. But what's funny is it kind of reminds me of that old Nokia phone that you could open up and it had the keyboard in the middle of it. Like there's something
Like a
Oh,
sidekick or something?
Yeah, it was a sidekick.
yeah.
Sidekick was dope though for a second, bro.
Dude, my
Flip
friend would
the
always be
screen.
popping his out. He'd be like, "What's up?" And you flip that shit and just be. I'll be like, "Motherfucker, that is
What are you,
dope."
like, what are you doing?
Every time.
Yeah,
got a
dude,
sidekick,
and that
bro.
time frame, that was the cell phone equivalent of spinning rims. Like, look at my phone.
Like,
Yeah,
it
bro.
was sick.
That was before his fucking time heavy, bro. But for y'all, man, it's my favorite new gadget. Y'all got a favorite new gadget? And besides the whole VR wave,
I was about to say VR.
I love the whole VR shit. Joe,
VR is so dope.
I played Oculus for the first time with my homie right here. You know, he got all that shit. And I played Rick and Morty thinking I was in a calm situation. I put on Rick and Morty and I was scared for my life. Just a story I want to tell you. It was fucking
VR
terrifying. It
can
was
be
too
almost
real.
terrifyingly
Too real.
real.
Too real.
When you fall down,
Morty, we gotta go. Morty.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're Rick and Morty heads, man. You watch that shit?
Dude,
on the regular?
we should have just talked about Rick and Morty the whole time. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, bro, we can have a Rick and Morty episode.
Dude, he doesn't even see, like, there's a whole Rick and Morty collage
You
don't
can call
see.
me whenever you want, and I would love to hang out with you two.
All right,
Even if it's just digitally. You two are fucking
Wait a minute.
shit.
Look at this. Keep your eyes peeled. Hold on. We're gonna turn.
Oh, there we go. There we
There
go.
we are. Well, yeah, that's his collection, man. But we both watch the shit heavy. We analyze it. It's a lot of stupid fun conspiracies behind it, but overall, it's just a dope ass show.
I think it's amazing. I think it's the first show, like.
But we rambling, man. Y'all got any favorite gadgets? Jesus, guys.
Gadgets?
Ah.
Cody on the internet.
Hey,
The
Cody.
idea of watching whatever you want to watch and not ever having to.
Cody
Or-
is probably the dopest innovation in the past fucking like however many years it's been, bro.
It's not a gadget, but for me, it's ESPN Plus.
Oh
Just watch
yeah,
everything.
watching everywhere on your phone and all that
Dude,
shit.
it's such a game changer, man. Especially because I'm a nut about fights. So like, I'll be at a bar, they don't have it on. It's like I don't give a shit. Fucking on your phone.
Dude, your
Like,
phone probably will
yeah.
have better quality. I've seen people
Yeah.
watch it on their phone, and I'm like, that's amazing quality, and that's like, I can't believe you're just watching that perfectly.
Bro, I got a Note 8 and that shit looks like my fucking TV. Like it's fucking ridiculous
yeah,
the quality.
dude.
Yeah, it's like phones aren't phones. They're fucking
They have definitely advanced.
they're life boxes. Like I live here and I live outside of here. Like you just it's everything in it. But we gonna wrap it up, man. I had one question. Fuck. What were we just talking about?
Phones.
No, not
Nope.
that one. It was something else.
Technology,
Folds.
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. Nope, something else. After the Rick and Morty, in the midst of the technology,
Lies.
it's always lies, bro. But I don't know where the fuck I was going, man.
Bullshit.
We gonna fucking wrap it up though, man. I'm trying. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I'm trying to think what the fuck. It was a good one too. It was just a random question.
It's cool, man. Think about it. Take your time. Ponder it.
What was the question? Cause you said something.
Notes.
I'm like, what? Shit?
Oh,
Oh, fuck it. Let's go here. Let's go here.
All right, go with it.
We gonna get out here, guys. But I realized we didn't do much entertainment, and that's kind of our thing. Check out the popcorn and trailer vids, by the way, guys. Go to the Facebook page. We killing shit.
They're pretty cool.
I want to say something, okay, about something that I've watched because I always got a qualm.
A qualm. That's a good word.
You watch Walking Dead? Do you watch Walking Dead?
I
know
started
you-
watching Walking Dead.
You don't?
No.
I stopped
Okay.
after I went
So
like
this-
halfway and quit.
Do you?
It's like my
It ain't gonna
college
bother.
life.
It ain't gonna bother Joe what I'm about to say. But is this gonna bother you if I give you a little spoiler?
Nah, not at all.
Carl died, man.
Oh, I
And
knew
let me
about
tell
that,
you
dude.
something about Carl dying. I'm so
Carl
goddamn pissed off.
dead. Carl dead.
Carl dead.
Carl.
Nigga, Carl dead. He got bit helping one of them goddamn Pakistani people. He died. You know what? I don't want to talk about this no more. 'Cause every time something good happens, people die. What?
That's how you keep it good though. Now you have to have your good people die, man.
Hey, but the next season, bro. That's what I mentioned. This next season is supposed to be some other shit, and it wasn't supposed to be no next season. I'm not gonna do Walking Dead too much longer, but I'm looking forward to it.
my last thing, if you watch Game of Thrones, also with Game of Thrones, Mortal Kombat 11, if you look at Scorpion and think that's Daenerys, it's the same exact storyline.
Here you go. Do you watch Game of Thrones? Do you watch Game of Thrones?
Dude, that's fucking funny.
Right? Right? Because it's fucking facts, man. I was sitting watching, I'm like, and like they're talking about how Scorpion becomes the good character. He's the good guy. Everyone, like,
Yeah.
he's now the main character. I'm like, that's fucking Daenerys. Like,
I didn't know that. That's dope.
and he's the fire guy. Like, everything matches,
I
man.
ain't
Jon
doing no
Snow
Mortal
is
Kombat
Sub-Zero.
What is
That's
this
all
like?
I'm saying.
I never whacked off the Scorpion, so I can't. I'm gonna. You're a little off.
Get over it.
Hey man, I heard the real Daenerys was going through some stressful things, man. I see some pictures of her. She was looking crazy as hell, like a Britney Spears moment. I hope she okay. I hope
Dude,
she okay.
okay, that's fucking hilarious. So you just said she went through some stressful things.
Yeah.
Right?
That is the best way to describe, like, oh, there's a genocide and a war and zombies and dragons.
Yeah.
It's a little stressful.
Just a bit.
Hey, I might sound bite
I'm
that
gonna tell you guys
voice.
a quick story before I get out of here, because that just reminded me of this. I was in a cab once, and I got another buddy. He's got a bigger beard than I do, right? And we had this cab driver from Tel Aviv, and we're talking to him, and he's telling us all about Israel and all this stuff. And then out of fucking nowhere, he goes, and I swear to God, not unprovoked, he just goes, I don't know if you know this or not, but in the 30s, Germany was very rude to the Jews.
Get the fuck out of here.
This long fucking pause, right?
Wow.
And I'm in the car with my buddy Chance, and Chance from Texas, and I just don't have anything to say. And then Chance goes, "Hey, man, are you talking about the Holocaust?" And
Right.
the guy goes, "Oh, you heard it."
Do you think he was serious or
describing-
bullshit?
You describing Daenerys as stressful reminds me of that guy describing the Holocaust as rude to the Jews.
Yeah, bro.
It's rude.
That's- just saying, man. I'm just saying. That's what I saw.
love it.
That's what I saw in the
That-
social
I love
media
it.
pages.
That is a good example of the word rude, though.
The social media pages. Rude. You guys are fucking welcome, goddammit. Sons of bitches. Dirty motherfuckers. Joe, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. Okay,
I gotta get going, guys. But dude, thank you all for having me on so much.
all right, Joe's
Yeah,
a piece
that's
of shit, so
awesome.
he's leaving, guys. He doesn't want to
It's
hang
all
out
good.
anymore. Bye,
I
Joe.
wanna
Fuck you.
hang
No, I'm
out.
just
Dude,
playing.
I gotta go. I love you
No,
guys.
Joe, thank you for
Thank
stopping by,
so
man.
much.
It was dope. Appreciate it. We'll
This
do
was
it
awesome,
again.
man. Good experience.
Say
I
what's
would love
up.
that.
Say what's up to
Really,
your
guys.
partner
This
for
was
me,
fun.
man. Let him know it was dope. You know what I mean? Tell Ben what's
Yeah,
up.
you guys, check us out at BROAUM, BROAUM.com. We're on all the Instagram, Facebook, and all that stuff. And we're talking about all kinds of interesting shit. This last week was style. The week before that was this week is how to follow your dreams. It's just like, we pick a topic the dudes need help with. Like
We
teach
will
you how to
drop
get
the link.
House school, how to get laid, everything you guys hear.
We'll definitely drop the link, guys. And y'all
For
see the
sure.
link. Click the motherfucker. Follow him there. Follow him on Facebook. Follow him all over. Let's
Hey,
get it
thank you
popping,
guys
man.
so much for letting me be on your show. We'll have you on BROAUM sometime soon.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah,
Let us
man.
know,
This
man.
is
We here.
awesome.
Hell yeah, brother. Have a good one, man. Be good. Live,
See you
laugh,
guys
love,
later.
G. Hell yeah.
Is it-
All right, guys. That was Joe DIMEO from the BROAUM podcast.
Joe DiMeo.
Dope guest, Special K. That was
That
dope
was pretty
guest,
cool.
man.
That was a pretty cool
He
experience.
fit right in with us, dog, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, it's weird because it's like being from one side of America talking to somebody at the other side of America at the same time.
Yup.
Technology. Dope.
Y'all,
Dope.
technological.
People hate on us for smoking weed. Look what we're doing right now, first of all.
But,
We're just having interviews with people across the fucking states. What you guys doing? Talking to your family?
Why is that? Man, we gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm not dealing with Special K no more today. This motherfucker.
I'm just kidding, dope. I'm
Hey, no,
joking.
man. It was good, man. I had fun, bro. It's good to be back, guys. Real shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything came out good with the video and I can edit that right, and it'll be an actual podcast for you guys. Cause stuff be happening. Stuff be happening. But we out. Everybody live, laugh, love. We'll see y'all when we see y'all, man. No more schedule, man. We do what we want.
Right?
Deuces.
You never know.
You motherfuckers.
Specialist.
Vibing in G-Fit, we be vibing in G-Fit, vibing in G-Fit. Pour up some